All right guys, so today's video we're going to be changing out the differential fluid in my 98 Dodge Ram 1500. As you can see down here, I already got the stuff right here, the gasket and the oil, but if you can see down there, it's leaking really bad and it just doesn't look good at all. So I want to go ahead and get that taken care of. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm going to walk you through it. Super easy job. That's pretty much it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Got videos for you guys every week. But with further ado, let's get straight into this video. All right guys, so as you can see, we're under the truck now. Got my oil pan under the diff so it doesn't leak any oil on the floor. All the simple tools you're gonna need is an impact gun, because trust me, these are gonna be really hard. Either a size 13 or a socket that's 1.5, and these will fit perfectly on the threads here. So we'll go ahead and put this on there. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. And then I think for the big top ones, we're gonna have to use the ratchet. Probably gonna have to use the ratchet for the big ones, so that's all right. It's not a big deal at all. Go ahead, grab our big ratchet and pull these off. There you go. It's pretty easy. Just gotta be careful so you don't hurt your hands or anything. Just be aware, everything here is hard as heck, so just be aware. Use the tire for leverage. There you go. This one too. Just because the shot gets in the way, so there you go. Alrighty. Well, that's done. Now what I'll do, because this is my personal preference, I'll grab my ratchet, grab a 13. I'll just take them out with this, make it way faster. All right, and then we'll put the differential right here. Oh my God, I don't think this got oil in it. Holy crap! So apparently this hasn't been changed since a while ago, like a while ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it before it literally goes bad. All I know, it's been a super long time, and the fact that there's no oil coming out kind of concerns me already. But I don't think it comes out right here. I think I have to pull it off, then everything will come out. That's all the bolts. Now what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to pry this off with the little flathead that I have here. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try. Probably won't work, but before I do that, I guess I can try to take off the. Oh, actually, no, I got a crowbar right here. I can use the crowbar. Right here, I got a crowbar right here. It's just gonna be hard because the gasket on there is gonna make it extremely hard to get off. But I'm gonna try my best to see where I can get an enter here so I can pull this off. Don't worry, it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but this is my first time doing this, so I'm kind of getting used to all this new stuff. All like these seals on here and everything. Okay. Put these over here. That's if this thing doesn't even want to go in. Okay, I'm gonna need to grab a hammer, so I'll get right back to you guys. All right, guys. So I kind of did it off camera a little bit, so I had to just hit it with the hammer to get it out, and that's why it's leaking out. So my apologies if you guys didn't really see anything. I just kind of wanted to do it like off camera to make it faster. Oh man, this oil is so bad. It's bad, guys, and it smells terrible. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells so bad. Holy moly. Alright, let's see here. It's not as bad as I thought it was, I guess. Everything is new here, so nothing too bad in here. But it's pretty chunky. I know this definitely doesn't look normal, so there's definitely time for it to be changed. But it's alright. We're gonna change the all the fluid here. We're gonna remove all the gasket, and we'll be good to go. No, there's no worries here. I'm gonna go change this out and clean it really good, and then we'll scrape off all the axis gasket with the seal. I mean with this, sorry, not a seal, a blade, and then we'll be good to go. I'm just gonna let this drain out. I'll give it a couple minutes to drain out. Whatever it needs to do, just drain so it can drain the heck out. I'm just gonna try to help it a little bit. Probably just get a glove and stick my finger in there right now and try to scoop out as much as I can too. So I will be back when this is all completely drained out. All right, guys. So I got the gasket out. Now we're ready to pull out. I pulled the plug off the oil pan off camera, but if you want to know how you do it, just squeeze down here and kind of just pry it out with some like needle nose pliers. But make sure you put this on right. It's important to know that some gaskets have certain ways these go on. So let's see here. I think this might be the wrong gasket to be exact, to be honest. This is the wrong gasket. Okay, it's fine. I'll go get a new gasket right now, but there's no worries here. But as you can see, it's clearly the wrong one. This is more of a square style one, but this is not. Unless I'm putting this wrong. Let's see here. Never mind. I was putting it on wrong. So this is the right gasket. I just gotta make sure I put this in right. So all the bolts line up. So at first I thought it was wrong, but it's actually the right one, so we're good. So now that this gasket is here and good to go, we'll go ahead and proceed to install it. All right, guys. All right, so we're good to go. It does line up perfectly. I just gotta make sure I'm lining it up good when I'm putting it on. So it's the right one. I thought it was the wrong one for a second, but it is the right one. So we're good. So let's go ahead and install this, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, guys. So I got one bolt in there right now to hold it up, so you can see. The pan goes in a certain way, so just be careful when you put it back in. But yeah, we should be good now. Let's go ahead and get this completely screwed on now. Get this good now, so that way we can move forward with the process of installing this back on. I think, in my opinion, I think trucks are literally the best thing to work on, just because of all the space you have under here and everything. Oh crap, what's stuck in my... Oh, that's right. Anyways. But yeah, in my opinion, I think trucks are the best thing to work on. Make everything so much freaking easier. Everything's so much easier with trucks. Just to be exact here, I think. Let's go ahead and install this. Install this puppy. Bolts and put them in. Go ahead and install these puppies. These ones go in a certain way, so these ones go over here. These go back over here where I took them off originally. The ones that have the clips. I don't know why. I'm gonna put them back in order. Not sure myself though why it does, if it does like to go like that way, but I don't know. It's not important anyways. Okay. And for people who are saying I should probably paint this, I'm good. I don't like really painting stuff like this. This stuff is pretty, like, I don't know. I think people who paint this part of the differential, it looks like something I'm not gonna say, but yeah. Oh crap, this is the wrong spot. This is where this one goes. Okay, we'll probably fix that gasket because that gasket is not working with me. There we go. So honestly, I think you should probably just hand tighten these for now. Before you install everything, just hand tighten them, and then once you have your drill, you can install them. Put the bolts in like you would a tire, so a star pattern, just so that everything here evenly closes. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean, just go ahead and do it that way. So that way, honestly, I feel like it'd be better that way. You don't get any leaks or anything. For that example. I just think, in my opinion, it's a little bit better to do it that way. I feel like it makes it just a lot safer that way, and it's a lot more common sense that way. And this one has gasket over it, so we're gonna pull that off. There's no reason why that should have gasket on it. So let's go ahead and pull this off. Keep twisting. Same for this one. Pull this rubber piece off. Alright, so we'll do that. Then we'll go ahead and put this over here. Install this shit. So once they're all hand tightened, then you can start to drill them back in. I hand tighten them first because I feel like it's just better for me to do it that way. And I don't feel worried about stripping bolts or anything like that, for example. The good thing is that the gasket was the right one. I thought it wasn't for a second, but it is. I just put it on wrong. But we're good here. Make sure your gasket is all good here. Make sure there's no kinks in the seal or anything like that, for example. So just make sure everything is. Give it a good touch everywhere so you can feel it. Make sure there's no kinks. I think it should be good. We'll probably grab a little baby socket, a little size 13 baby one, so I can put this on with the ratchet. So I'll go here, grab this. Instead of a long one, I'll grab a short one. and then twist it so I can turn it and twist and tighten it. And then go over here and tighten this one. And go over here. Go over here up to here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with those ones first, and then I'm gonna do the star pattern now. So I'm gonna go start with star style. Oh crap, my battery came out. Battery keeps falling, I don't know why. Okay. Everything should be tight, and then you can just go ahead and tighten it with your impact or your socket, either or, whatever you prefer. Or your ratchet to be exact, sorry about that. So I will go ahead and grab my impact. Actually, first of all, I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna tighten the top ones first, so that way I can, you know, get this over with already. People torque this stuff down. I don't. I mean, it's not really necessary. I just think it depends on what it is, like what parts. But I feel like this is something I don't need to torque down, just as long as I'm just careful with the bolts. Freaking little roller keeps moving on me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten the top parts first again, and then I'll go ahead and tighten everything on the bottom. And just here I'm tightening because I can't get to it with my impact, and I don't feel like taking the tire off just to do this. Okay, now I'll use my impact. I'll tighten whatever I can by hand with the impact. So if I can tighten this. Don't do it too much because you're gonna strip the bolts. If you're safety as I am, for sure, I mean, I recommend doing this. After you do that again, usually when you'll use the impact, it'll force all the way down. So just do it again like I was doing earlier with the bolts, just tighten them again. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. And you should be good. Now we can go ahead and add the oil for the differential. All right, guys. So I'm gonna use this SPT gear oil, the 80W90. You don't need to fill this to the very max. You only need to fill it to the point where you can put your finger in there and you can feel the liquid. It should not be. You should not be filling it over this where it should leak out. But yeah, that's pretty much. So you shouldn't be overfilling it. Is all I'm gonna say. So go ahead and pull this cap off. There you go. And then we'll go ahead and put this back on. And it might use the whole bottle. If it does, then you guys already know how much you should be adding. All right, let's go ahead and add this oil now. Oh crap! I think it's supposed to poke a hole in it. I'm not sure. I don't see nothing coming out, so let's see here. Oh yeah, I am supposed to poke a hole, but there's no poker here, so how the heck am I supposed to do that? Oh crap! You know what? I'm done. I'm supposed to cut it off. So I'll grab my pliers, my cutting pliers, just to the first line right there, and now I have common sense. Okay, let's go ahead and put the oil in now. I'm gonna put this here just in case if I overfill on accident. And it's important to know what's it called? That you get the right gear oil. I've seen some people get the wrong and then they accidentally mess it up. So you just want to be careful. That's all it really is. You just want to be careful with what you do here. While you're at it, check for any leaks, anything like that. Don't want this to be leaking all crazy. Oh crap. I might have got less than I needed. So we're gonna find out. And then we'll make a quick trip to AutoZone and we'll go buy a new one tomorrow. It's not a big deal. Well, I'm completely out, so that means we're gonna have to go get more. It's okay though. Yeah, I definitely need it more for sure, because I can't even fill the oil. So I probably should have got more than one. I thought this would do it, but obviously I underestimated it. So let's go ahead and just go just cut the rest of this off again. I mean, there's still a ton more in there. Not a lot, but there's a ton more. And we can go ahead and just cut this off. Just how I can try to get the rest of it out. Yeah, now that's literally all of it now. Important to check for any leaks too, so do it while you're at it. Check for leaks. So we'll probably go buy another bottle or two. But yeah, that's all pretty much. That's the basics of it. You guys already know how it works. But let's go make a trip to AutoZone and let's go get some more oil. So let's go. So here's the other two. I got two right here, two more. Takes 3 quarts. I didn't know that. I totally forgot to even read how many quarts it took. So we're good now though. We've got the quarts. Let's go ahead and put it in now so we can finish it up. Let's get it done before the weather comes and kicks my butt, because the weather is coming down hard now. So let's get it done before it's too late. Okay then. And he just disappears out of nowhere. It's all good. Oh, it fell right in my ear. Look at that. Okay. Oh crap, did it not open? Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta get the stupid lid off. we go. Just fill it back up with more oil. Not oil, gear oil to be exact. It's completely different oils, so just be careful. Takes 3 quarts of oil. Each one of these bottles is 1 quart. So when you know, remember that when you buy the bottles, they're all 1 quart each. So. That's one. Yeah, that has nothing in it now. So move that over here. Put the lid back on so it doesn't spill if there is any, but it doesn't feel like it. Stick your finger in. I'm starting to feel it now, so we're gonna wait until we're gonna keep filling it just until it drips a tiny bit, so I can we're gonna fill it until it drips just a tiny bit out, just a tiny bit. We're not gonna overfill it, but we're gonna just put it barely. So let's do the same with this one. Let's open it up. Okay, right here. Screw this back on. Take the cap off. There you go. Rip the lid off. You go. Start pouring. There you go. Now it's full. Now that it's leaking out, it's full. So we can go ahead and stop there. Let it drain out whatever it wants right here. Or we close it, and then that's when we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna let that drain for a second. And then meanwhile, always clean up your mess when you're working on something. Always important. You know, don't leave trash around. Things like that. So let me just grab this bag that I used. Let me put all the old stuff in here. Like this one, for example. This one. This one. This one's still full, so I'll keep this one. Meanwhile, all this trash in here. I don't know how all this trash, majority of this trash out in here. Like there's literally this panda wrapper. I don't know how I got it in here. That's alright. And then we can throw away this because I already have the same. I have a new plug, so we'll throw away that. So let's go ahead and clean that out. Now that this is clean, now this is ready, I mean, go ahead and just clean this right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the new oil lid on. So make sure it's full again. Okay, cool. So now we'll just fill this up again. I'm gonna top it off just because I threw a little bit too much in here, to be honest. I mean, I let out too much. Okay, and then I'm gonna cover the lid right now. Whatever drips, drips. There you go. So that way it stays topped off. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean this lip top part and put the lid back on. There you go. Dispose of any trash. Got another trash stay here. There's just no bueno for the environment or you. So, there you go. So that's good to go, thankfully. Okay, and some of you might wonder, how do you clean this off the best way? Let me grab it, it's on top of the truck. There you go, got it. I got a rag, and we're gonna be using brake cleaner to remove any excess oil that got left behind here. So we'll just spray it here. And just give it a wipe down. wipe it down real good. It'll come off easily. This is gonna be perfect, but definitely want to leave it at least better than how it was when we started the video. And it's also good too if you have any oil spills on the floor. Use some brake fluid and it'll come right off. Brake cleaner, I mean. So that definitely looks a lot better than it did before, that's for sure. So yeah, it looks good. And sorry if the audio is pretty bad. It's pretty windy out here today, so my apologies if it is bad. Hopefully it's not, but if it is, like I said, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, to clean up grease and all that shit and oil, this stuff is definitely the best way to do it, for sure. With brake cleaner, just make sure you clean it good. This stuff's corrosive, so just clean it up. Same like here, I don't know if you guys can see this on the floor. There's some oil on the floor right here. I'll just use some of this, get rid of it, and I'll dry it off. And it won't be here no more. So it's important here to know if there's any leaks, look around, make sure there's no leaks here. This is topped off now, so we're good to go now. So it takes 3 quarts oil. I'll say maybe 2.5 quarts because I already used 2 bottles and this one still has maybe like almost halfway full still, so maybe 2.5. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you change the rear diff gasket and the fluid in a 98 Dodge Ram 50. All right guys, so let's go take the truck on a test drive now, and then we can see how good it drives. So far feels way better. I can tell a difference for sure. It feels like more responsive, like I explained, it just feels more responsive. Let's go over here and just take a left. Watch out for any cars. Definitely feels a lot better, that's for sure. Feels smooth now, like smooth. That's for dang sure. Take a left. Make sure no cars coming. So good. So far, so good. Feels good, looks good, sounds good. I don't hear anything weird with the differential right now. Yeah, so I guess apparently the differential hasn't been changed since it came out of the dealership. So I'm the first one to change it since it came out of the dealership. So that's pretty crazy. No one's ever changed it. So, and you can kind of tell I didn't need it because you can just feel the gears. When you drive, you can kind of just feel the gears don't feel so great. But now it feels way better, like for sure. The fresh oil, fresh gear oil, so it just feels way better. I would go, but there's freaking cars coming. But it feels good so far. So far, I like the way it feels. It feels nice. It's driving nice. I like the way it's feeling. This guy's gonna take forever. This guy's not gonna go, and of course he goes last minute. No, I can't go. But it's alright. Just gonna full send it now. Well, it's time now, thankfully. We're gonna fully send this now. difference. Definitely feel the difference. I can definitely feel the difference, like without a doubt. It definitely needed it for sure. So it's a very important thing to do. If you have a differential like the one I have, definitely recommend you change the fluids for it. I'm gonna do the oil too, but that'll be another video so you guys can see that. But all right, feels amazing. So that's that. Let's go ahead and close out this video. All right, guys. So that's how you do it. That's how you change the rear differential fluid in a '98 Dodge Ram 1500 two-wheel drive. Definitely feels a lot different. You can definitely tell I needed it. So without a doubt, I definitely recommend you guys do it. If you have a truck and you haven't done it in a while, or you know it hasn't been serviced in a while, definitely do it. I recommend it. It was super easy. I made it look hard because it was my first time, but from here forward, it'll be a piece of cake now from now on. But that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Sorry for the little late uploads again. These videos take a little bit long to film, so I hope you guys can understand how long the videos come out. Like, see, like a while back I told you guys that I would get the fog lights. I already have them. I just still haven't put them in. Have videos on my car, so those will be soon too. But that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because we have videos for you every week. With further ado, this is Joel's Garage, signing out.